Good morning, guys. I've got a bit of a different upload for you today. Nyxi, the company you see right here on this strange controller box, contacted me directly and said, hey, do you want to review our wireless controllers for the Nintendo Switch? And I said yes. We're going to do a couple different pieces of content for them. The first is this unboxing we're doing, which isn't going to be too intricate. And I'm going to do a review later on, maybe next week probably. I do want to have enough time to really stress test the controllers before I throw a review out. But let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. We'll take a look at the box itself. So on the front, you see like the little design of the controllers. It's got its own little grip here, kind of like the Joy-Con grip, but a little bit bigger to have a more classic console controller feel. And over here on the right, we see like the colors right here. There actually are LEDs on the controller itself around the analog sticks that you can customize. And it's just going over features like, oh hey, you can use it wirelessly. You can attach it to the Switch for handheld mode. It's got gyroscope. It's got vibration. It's got all these nice features that the Joy-Cons also have. And then back here, it's just saying, oh hey, here's what's in the box. The controllers, the frame, charging cable, user manual, and little bits of information right here. But let's go ahead and start opening up the box and seeing what is inside. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Technically, I already did this unboxing video. I had a really nice one recorded and it had so much shaky cam on it that it was horrible. So I put everything back in exactly the way it was. It's just not the first time opening anymore. So let's go ahead and pull this out. So we've got our instruction manual here. Like it has a little diagram going over all the buttons because you got a lot more buttons than the Joy-Cons have. There are a couple customizable buttons on the back. There's a turbo button. There's all kinds of fun customizable stuff here. But we've got our instruction manual. We've got the grip right here. Now, there are no grip things on the side because they're on the controllers themselves. And this is a bit wider than the Joy-Con one, like I said before. Holding this with the controllers in it is going to be more like holding an Xbox or a PS4 controller. And then we've got our charging cable, which is just standard USB to USB-C charging cable. But enough about that. Let's dive into and look at the controllers because that's really what's important here. So I'll move the box to the side. We'll go ahead and take this plastic piece off, toss it over there somewhere. Okay, so we've got two pretty big controllers. And for the sake of comparison, I will grab a pair of Joy-Cons so you can see. So right Joy-Con and this. It's huge. But anyways, let's look at the design on it. They're pretty much the same. You've got our standard buttons on it. Like this side has the home button, the plus button, face stuff, and the analog stick. You got your little pairing button in the middle and the two Joy-Con things if you want to do one Joy-Con mode. And then on the back, we've got this big button right here. I haven't really gone into all the buttons yet, but I'm pretty sure one of these is a turbo mode button, which will be awesome for some like rapid fire games. And the other one's pretty much the same thing. Just, hey, here's all this stuff on the Joy-Con and here's some extra buttons on the back. So let's move this stuff around and let's actually put it on the Switch for a real quick test. So when we slide it on here, you do have to put more force into it than if you were sliding a regular Joy-Con onto it. Like right here, fine. We can start to get some resistance right here, and we have to put a pretty decent amount of pressure to get it to snap on. It does the same thing on its own grip that came with it, but they'll snap on just fine. You can't really do the stand-up thing with the kickstand with it like this. But anyways, just to show off the features of this, it actually feels pretty nice with how big they are. But as the box said, it has motion aiming. So regular stuff, no lag whatsoever. I'm really happy about that. And then go in here. Ooh. Motion aiming. Pretty much no lag here as we're going to fight and probably get killed by these guys. Been a while since I played Breath of the Wild. Got motion aiming here. The motion aiming works really well, at least as far as I've tested so far. And if we wanted to test it even more, let's go ahead and take them off. Taking them off is pretty much a lot easier than putting it on. Okay, and we are connected wirelessly. We'll go ahead and pull that up so you can see a little bit of what's going on. Pretty much the same situation. I haven't noticed any lag yet. Everything responds really well. So as someone who's been using them for like an hour, I'm pretty happy with them, but we'll see what happens when we get to the actual review. Now we'll go ahead and close this out, and I'll show you them in their little grip thing before we close out here. So we'll put them in the grip like so. Now, like I said, they take a decent amount of force to slide in here, especially this one right here. But that's pretty nice. And one other thing that I'll say is waking the switch up. Now, these can wake the switch up from sleep mode. And instead of having to hold the power button down, you just hit it once. You just hit the power button for like half a second and boom, it wakes it up. And this does the same in dock mode. It's a really nice feature. But let's not go too long here. This was just a simple little unboxing. I'm looking forward to messing around with these controllers some more. And if you're curious about them, you can access them on Nyxi's website. They will run you about $46 right now. I think they're normally like $65, $69 or something. Just a little bit less than what the actual Joy-Cons cost. But anyways, I'm gonna go dive into these for a while, and I'll be back with a review of them in probably about a week.